Hello and welcome back to the SML Podcast. Field Journal 007 sitting here with Primetime 000. This is the SML Podcast. We are in SML Divisional Playoff Round. The matchups are Falcons versus Panthers, Dolphins versus Colts, Chargers versus Steelers, and Vikings versus Seahawks. Prime, who wins and why? Dolphins versus Colts.
I would like to say me, but Dolphins beat me this year, and you're just as good as your record shows. I'm 0-1, so I'm going to pick Miami.
All right, I'm going to pick the Colts in this one. I don't think it'll be a blowout. It's going to be one of those back and forth, nitty-gritty kind of games, but Andrew Luck is back, and that may be the difference in this game. So hopefully both guys, play a good game, and Madden doesn't decide to screw anybody. It's just a good, clean game, and 56-55 kind of shootout. Something crazy like that would be sweet to see. But realistically, we're probably looking at a 28-24 type spread here. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, Falcons versus Panthers.
Falcons. Upset. Who? You're probably picking Panthers, right?
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Falcons, but I'm picking the Panthers in this game. And honestly, I think the Panthers are just going to roll through the NFC. He's going to wind up blowing the Falcons and myself out.
Wow.
Because
so you're predicting yourself.
I'm picking myself to beat the Vikings.
Okay, I respect that. I respect somebody who'll go out, guarantee a win. So you're saying you're guaranteeing a win. Bulletin board material in Minnesota. They're hanging it up. They don't have much Raptors in Minnesota because I don't think the Vikings have won much of anything. I'm not saying the owner. I'm saying in Viking history they haven't won anything. So they're putting that on their bulletin board to try to get their first Super Bowl. I think in Minnesota history. Am I right about that?
No, I feel like they've won a Super Bowl before.
Maybe like early.
Yeah, back in the day.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, they've won a few, I guess. I'm mistaken.
So yeah, I'm picking. Like I said, I'm gonna pick myself in that one just because the body work for me is superior to his, and I'm not being one and done this year. There's just no way that's gonna happen. I'll definitely lose the NFC Championship game, but I'm not one and done this year. That leaves the Chargers and Steelers. I'm going with Big John and the Steelers in that one.
I agree. Don't know much about the Chargers still, and Big John's proven winner.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we're just going to pick Big John in that one. The question marks for the Chargers is going to, we just don't know what we're getting. But I think either way, divisional playoffs will be a good weekend in the SML, and things are trending brighter. One last story we're going to hit on real briefly is, I guess we'll just call it character awareness. Don't put yourself out there in a way that would be negative towards the league. We do share things on Twitter, such as your game stream, especially in the playoffs. And then especially if you are incompetent and don't know when you're broadcasting your audio versus having a private video chat with someone, you don't want to say things like that being a negative light. And
obviously, not only are you carrying yourself in a negative light, but you're carrying our league in a negative light. And whether we have a waiting list or not, whether we have 28 teams and 4 are on open, we will remove you just because we will refuse to have our league reflected in a way where people are, talking bad about whether it's rules or whatever. It doesn't look good. It doesn't reflect well upon the league. And with that being said, I just don't think it'll help us get members if people are sitting there talking poorly upon our league.
Yeah, and I guess lastly, I'm going to close with one announcement I'm going to make about the things to come for this league. We decided, Prime and I, as a joint decision, that the application process needed to be harder. So one would be phone calls, and we're going to find a way to expand the question and still have it tie in with the new SimMaddenLeague.com. But one thing I'm going to do that we've always, both of us, kind of shrugged at has been the trial games. I'm going to take on the trial games. It's going to slow down the application process, but I guess that's what we're going to have to do. We've definitely slowed down the cheese, but at the same time, I'm going to also require guys to chat during these trial games and just, make things harder for, I guess, guys who are negative assets to the league, guys that just aren't a good fit.
Yeah, or people that obviously just lie on the thing, whether it's about their age or a rule in general, because, we kind of have it. If you fail our quizzes, you're kind of an idiot. It's just pretty straightforward stuff. it's just kind of like taking a driver's test. If you flunk that more than once or twice, there's something going on. And so really, I think we do need to up it now that we're filled up and going into Madden 18 where we expect to be expanding big time. That will be something where it's going to be harder to get into the league, but it's going to pay off for our existing members because you won't have to deal with cheese, just to put it simply.
Yeah, and I guess my final statement to that is, last night we showed that we're not afraid to kick someone, we're not afraid to stop a game right in the middle. We have the power to do that, and it doesn't matter if you've been in this league for a week or if you've been in it 2 years, if you're not following the rules to 100%, and if you've been someone that has a chronic history, it doesn't matter who you are, we're going to kick you because we can replace you. So just be sure to follow the rules and play your games.
And that would only go out to the guys who break the rules, of course. We got a lot of good guys. But with that being said, we don't really, that doesn't mean, when you're in the Super Bowl, just because you made the Super Bowl, that you're going to be, kind of grandfather, okay, he can play cheesy this game. We'll just yell at him afterward. We'll kick you, in the middle of the game if we deem necessary. So, and obviously, we're not speaking directly to anybody, but just in general, it'll help the overall simness of our league if that's established, which I think it should have been based off of yesterday's events.
That is correct. If you guys got any questions or about the league rules or just anything in general you'd like to chat about, comment below or contact an admin. If you happen to be some random body listening to this podcast, you're probably blown away by the randomness of this, but you can apply at simmaddenleague.com. We are a PS4 connected franchise. We've been around since April of 2000, or March or April of 2015.
Yeah, 15. Yep.
So we've been around a while. Or is it 16?
No, 15.
We've been around since Madden 16, right?
Yeah.
So I think it had to be 16.
Oh.
April 16 or March 16.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, it's been a little over a year, one calendar year, but 2 Madden cycles, and we're getting ready to kick off the third once Madden 18 begins. There's no fees or no annual BS like that.
It's just free, and it always will be.
Absolutely. That's what we like to see, and if you guys have anything else you want to know about or any other questions, let us know. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, get these subscribers up, follow us on Twitter at SimMaddenLeague, and you guys have a great day.
Take it easy.